Not for exposure, because exposure is lame. I hope this is like good enough, because I've recorded this video so many times. What's up everyone, my name is Shortstache and I am a travel and fashion brand filmmaker. I'm basically here just to talk about film and video stuff because I think it's fun and it's cool. And yeah. So the thing I want to talk about today is basically how to get your first client. Also, this video is for me to kind of cut through all the BS because I know there's a lot of these videos on YouTube, and so I'm kind of here to just kind of give you guys the straight facts. You know, a lot of this might be reiterated already in other videos, but I'm just going to talk about it anyways. You know, I've been through this journey myself. It was very hard when I first started out, and when I say hard, I basically mean that I got a lot of no's before I got a lot of yeses. And just know that starting is the focal point of actually getting your first paid gig. You know, you actually have to go out there and start making videos. That can be for yourself, businesses, or whatever. But just know that with businesses, you have to prove to them that you can do these things. You can't just show up and just say, hey, pay me for this. Can I get some money now? It doesn't work like that. As a business owner, you have to think like a business owner. You need to prove to them that you are capable of giving them an ROI, a return on investment, for the content you're about to produce for them. Time is money and money is time, and business owners have both limited time and limited money if they're not rich. So with time, they need to make money, and when you're working with them, that is time that they're investing into you to hopefully bring them new clientele and more profit. Okay, wait, hold on, I totally forgot to turn this thing on. It's the peach. It's the peach light in all my other videos in the past. So this goes into my second point, which is you have to work for free or for very little pay. And the thinking behind this is that you're just starting out, right? You know, you still have to prove to these businesses that you can do this and that you can give them a return on investment. Think of this as more of, you know, an investment into yourself. You know, you can work with these businesses and get portfolio pieces that you can later show to clients down the line. This can be your foot in the door for a lot of different industries, depending on who you end up working with and who you want to focus on. Also, just note that having the stress of knowing that it's not paid for if you go for the free route, that there's a lot less pressure because, you know, they're not spending money on you, so there's very low expectations on what you're going to be turning out. You know, so if you end up wowing them really well with this video, that can eventually lead up to future business with that business. You know, it's all about relationships, you know, trying to build these relationships and trying to, you know, ensure that they can trust you and you can trust them. It's a two-way street. Just a disclaimer, this is not like a do for exposure kind of thing. When I say doing it for free, I mean you have to be able to leverage it for yourself. Don't ever take exposure as, you know, oh, they're gonna promise you something or they're gonna promise to tag you or whatever. Do not do that, because more than likely they're just taking advantage of you. Know when people are truly wanting to see what you can do for them versus someone who is just trying to take advantage of you for a free video, photo, content, or whatever. A little example of, you know, a little example of this is, you know, a recent project that I did with my team. So we were doing a video for a hotel, and essentially we took a hit on it. We, you know, paid for everything out of pocket. You know, we reached out to them and they said, we would love to work with you, but at this moment, like, we can't pay for anything, like maybe in the future, whatever. And so we basically said, we're not going to take no for an answer. Let's just, you know, take a bite on whatever the budget is. We'll book a hotel room there and we'll just let them know that, hey, we're going to be here already. We're going to film, and, you know, hopefully you guys will, you know, like whatever we make for you guys during our time there. So we basically went there, got a room, spent the whole weekend there just filming and getting all this content and making a pretty good hotel video for them, and you know, they loved it. And so we took that video into the future project of trying to pitch to another hotel client, and they loved it. They wanted something very similar to it, and you know, ended up getting us a pretty decent gig. And that's what I mean by taking future content and leveraging that for the future for you to get other gigs. There will be sacrifices, but there's sacrifices that are going to be needed for you to improve, grow, and level up. So this is just one example of kind of leveraging that portion of, you know, doing something for free. Not for exposure, because exposure is lame. Follow my Instagram. So another thing I want to talk about is emailing. Emailing is going to be one of your more popular ways on reaching out to clients, you know, cold emailing them. And it definitely can be pretty tricky on trying to, you know, email somebody that you haven't worked with when you're first starting out. You know, trying to find that structure of, you know, what to say and what to do, and how to approach them basically. And luckily for you, I do have some email templates and DM guides for you to, you know, snag if you guys want on my website. There's things that they're templates that I've used time and time again. It's helped me got clients, and if you guys want, you guys can check them out. Shameless plug. But, you know, structuring your email is something that I think everyone should learn the craft of. Being able to craft an email that is both professional and gets the point across will definitely leverage up your chances of getting a potential client. Another thing that I think you guys should all do is making pitch decks. Pitch decks will help you out so much. If you go to a client and you end up giving them a, you know, pitch deck, you know, you come off a lot more professional and prepared with what you're delivering, what they're going to get out of it, and your vision for everything. Pitch decks are very crucial to letting the client know the details and stipulations that are going to be within a project that you are envisioning on helping them with. Giving them the deliverables of what they can expect to get out of it, and maybe even how to use it. There's a lot of different ways on how to craft pitch decks, and I would suggest you guys all go to Canva and just, you know, look at some of the pitch deck ideas and kind of craft your own. And I would also suggest you know, trying to search through other creators' pitch decks. You know, they can be kind of hard to find, but if you guys find them, they're crafted really, really well, and you can use those as mock-ups to, you know, pitch to your own clients. You know, some quick things that you guys can put into your pitch deck is who you guys are, what you guys can do for them, deliverables, and mood boards. So these are just a couple things that I have done throughout my years and have learned throughout my years doing this, you know, to get potential clients, to become clients. And as most videos on YouTube have probably told you, it's never just a copy paste kind of thing. It's literally a trial and error and figuring out what works for you in your methodology. These are just little blueprints of things that you can use and leverage in your own way to get clients. Now, I've thought about doing like a video where I can kind of either go through a process of actually getting a client or show you guys how I got a client, but yeah, just let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see something like that, because I definitely would do that. I think it'd be kind of fun. But I hope you guys like this video, and I hope it really helps you guys. You guys can always reach out to me on my Instagram. My DMs are open. Slide in. But so yeah, like, subscribe, all that other YouTuber stuff. Shortstache out.